This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Greetings and salutation, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. In the last episode, we went through the Sith base, saved some Selkath youth, defeated the Sith, and got in trouble for it by the government. But luckily, we were able to get off on a technicality, and thus the Sith were slaughtered by us, and we didn't suffer any blame at all. Because we found out that they were kidnapping Selkath. So, one horrible thing obviously outrights another horrible thing. But anyway, we went back to Sunry and told him that we knew that he killed the woman, the Dark Jedi himself, by shooting her in the back like the cowardly person he was. However, he was being manipulated in all sense of the word, and it was a heat of passion. Does a man like that truly need to be destroyed, especially when he did so much work for the Republic and was going to back off from the to break off the romance in the first place? Well, if we were playing the Consular, perhaps I'd let him see to his death, because the Consular needs to see the truth of it all. But we are not a Consular, and Jolie is our friend, and he would not want his friend to suffer death for this. So we will try our best to defend Sunry against these accusations, despite our best judgment. Now, it's if you want Sunry to basically get killed right now, and as far as I know, it's not really light side or dark side points for this. If you tell the warden what happened and give him the recording of him killing the lady, well, that's it. That's all you have to do. So if you don't want to mess with saving Sunry or whatever, just do that and finish the mission. However, it's a bit more tricky to get Sunry off, and we'll try to do that today. Also, failing to be an arbiter doesn't get you dark side points either. So just to let you know. So, all right, let's tell the warden. We're going to go ahead and defend Sunry, despite our best intentions.
You are the arbiter in the Sunry Ilasa murder case, then. I hope you are impartial, as the officer is traditionally supposed to be. You off-worlders have a tendency to ignore the rule of law in favor of some rather irrational causes. What is it I can do for you?
Oh, I forgot I could ask him. Did I actually ever ask him about that stuff before? Let's give him a quick thing. Do you know anything about the star map?
I do not. It is quite illogical to think that a being who spent his entire days locked in a room with insane people and murderers would know much about this outside world.
Alright. How about Sunry? Let's ask him about that.
Yes, I'm aware of the fact, human. He is in the cage over there, and I'm sure he can hear you quite clearly.
Alright. How about the murder? Do you know about the murder of Ilasa?
Sunry is from the Republic. Ilasa is from the Sith. They kill each other all the time. There's more there to say.
But as the details, as the judges of our courts to decide. Alright, well, let's begin the trial. Let's see if we can get Sunry off and not hurt the Republic. Because when you think about it, right, if we let him get put to death, the Republic will just suffer while the Sith will get off scot-free. And they've done their share of things, so I think they need to suffer as well. So let's save Sunry from his fate.
Are you certain, human? Once the trial has begun, it cannot be stopped, and once judgment is given, the case can never be reopened. You must be certain your investigations are complete before you request a trial. This is the role of the arbiter. Are you certain you wish to begin the trial now?
Are you Death Flipper Head? Let's get this trial over with. I love the dick responses. Alright, let's begin the trial.
Farewell, human. I shall advise the court, and we shall begin
immediately. I am not going to remember all the voices I gave the judges, by the way. Let the record show that the trial of Sunry versus the Otto City Authority has commenced. Presiding Judge is Shelka.
Joza. Now, shotgun.
KotOR.
This trial is to determine the culpability of Sunry and the death of the Sith Ilasa. Representing Sunry in his defense as a member of the Jedi Order. Do you have any opening statements? Yeah, basically we can tell him that he confessed, or we can give him the recording, and that'll pretty much end it. You'll find Sunry innocent. Yeah, don't force persuade him, by the way. That'll not make you look good. Yeah, just say I will find Sunry innocent. That remains to be seen. Acting as a prosecutor for the Otto City Authority is an impartial observer from the Sith Empire.
It is an honor to see justice served. And I will see Sunry is executed for the crime he has committed.
Do not be too overzealous in pressing your commission, Sith. The first matter of business is the presentation of a sworn testimony by the proprietor Ignis of the hotel where the murder occurred. Where is the testimony you wish to give us?
The man I saw leaving, Sunry, probably left after I heard the blaster shot.
The guilt of the accused is apparent even this early in the trial.
Know your place, Sith.
I know you play Sith.
I might just give it the same voice because they keep swapping in and out, so this is important evidence. The court will keep that in mind near the top of the list of pertinent facts. We will now begin by calling forth the witnesses to the crime and taking the testimony. After each witness has given their testimony, you have cross-examined them. You may ask the presiding judges for their opinions on the current state of the case. This is a special privilege given by the benign law only to the defendant, so use it wisely. First witness is Firth. Prosecution requesting the witness first.
You are Firth Me, the well-known Pazak player. I wonder if we can trust the word of a gambler as reliable testimony.
Well, objection, because obviously he's important to the case, so. Objection, Your Honor. Oh, I should. I'd probably get in trouble putting in the Phoenix Wright. Objection! Objection sustained. Ask the witness your question. Do it promptly.
Of course, Your Honor. Firth Me, what did you see the night of the murder?
Well, I came out into the hallway after hearing the blaster shot and saw Sunry over there limping down the hall out of the building.
A very obvious point, Your Honors. The accused was seen leaving the scene of the crime after the blaster that killed Elassa was fired.
A very pertinent point, prosecutor. It is now the defendant's turn to cross-examine the witness. Basically for this, we don't want to mention that Sunry is a cripple, because this will hurt us later on. So we don't want to make that a point of our argument. So keep that in mind. But so basically we want to ask all these questions except the cripple part, because that just doesn't help us out. So let's ask him if we actually saw the murder, because remember, like, he's a witness, but if you didn't actually see it, that's not pertinent. So
You mean actually see him kill her with my own eyes? Well, no, but I don't think there could have been anyone else there.
your point is well taken, Abida. Do you have any additional questions? Was the medal left at the crime scene not a little too obvious?
I think it may have been. I mean, you'd have to be pretty stupid to leave something that important lying around, wouldn't you?
This argument has merit. Do you have additional questions? And yeah, don't mention he's a cripple. Let's just keep that out of that, because that just means there's bias. Basically, the reason you don't want to mention he's a cripple is because he got crippled because of the Sith, which means it immediately puts his bias into the forefront, so that means he's more likely to be considered guilty. So, and the fact, but we do want to ask if Elassa was a Dark Jedi, which we convinced the guy to tell us.
Yes, from what I could tell. She carried a lightsaber under that cloak of hers.
Objection! That doesn't prove she was a Jedi.
No, this evidence is very important. It establishes the character of Elassa and perhaps her intent in dealing with Sunry. Do you have additional questions? Nope. Very well. Would you like to use this opportunity to poll the judges? You know what? Sure. Let's get their opinion. This will basically give you an idea how well you're doing in the case. So, sure. I do not have enough information to make an informed decision. I am unsure of yet as whether Sunry was the actual murderer. I cannot make my decision on what I have yet seen. I do not have enough information to judge this case yet. I cannot tell if your Sunry killed Elassa, but I am confident it will be proven. So we're all in the middle. Since the defendant has no further questions, we'll call out the second witness, the Rodian Glupor. Prosecution may question the witness.
Glupor the Rodian, you were staying in the hotel the night of the murder and saw Sunry leaving Elassa's room, didn't you?
Yes, Glupor sees Sunry running down hallway, and when Glupor look in room, Sith woman dead on floor.
This is clear then, that Sunry left the room with the Sith Elassa already dead behind him.
Perhaps, Sith, perhaps, but it's the turn of the defense to question the witness now. Alright, same as before. Did you see Sunry kill Elassa? That's important. Glupor not see Sunry really hurt Sith, but Glupor did see Sunry leave room with dead Sith in it. But Glupor not see him really kill Sith. Unimportant distinction, Arbiter. Do you wish to ask the witness anything else? Alright. Now, like before, don't mention he's a cripple. I'm trying to remember the other thing we're supposed to ask him. Let me look at my notes really quick. Let's see. Do apologize on this. There's some things I remember. I write down before, but I tend to forget, so I'm looking at my notes I wrote down on one of my monitors over here. Let's see. Whoops. Wrong. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I thought that was what I was supposed to ask. So, all right. Sorry about that. Just taking a look on that. So, yeah, we basically want to ask the same questions as before, but don't mention the cripple part of it. So, isn't the metal on the crime scene too obvious a clue? Glupor not know why anyone leave things in someone else's room. Glupor just think these things happen. It just is odd. Yes, odd indeed. Do you wish to ask the witness anything else? Yeah, did you plant the metal, dude? Glupor! Glupor!
Don't do it, Glupor.
Prosecution will be silent. What is it you wish to say, Glupor? Glupor paid by Sith to plant that metal.
Lies! Slander! I object!
You are certain of this, Glupor? Glupor is certain. This new evidence puts the entire case in a new light. Do you wish to ask the witness anything else? Nope, we sure don't. Don't mention the cripple part. Would you like to poll the judges at this time? Sure. I think that Sunry could not have committed this crime.
Perhaps Sunry was not the killer.
How can I make my decision on what I've yet seen? I do not believe Sunry as a well-standing Republic citizen could have committed this crime. I cannot tell yet if Sunry killed Alassa, but I am confident it will be proven. Yeah, we can't convince that last guy. If the defense has any more questions, the court will call out Elora, Sunry's wife.
You, Elora, are Sunry's lawful wife. Your husband was a hero in the last war between the Sith Empire and the Republic. He was crippled in that war. Do you not believe he'd blame the Sith for his injury?
Yes, I guess he would.
And there you have motive. Sunry seeks revenge on the Sith for what they did to him and killed Ilasa.
I supposition for now, prosecutor. Does the defense have any questions for the witness? Basically, we don't want to mention the cripple thing again. Despite her mentioning it, that still hurts his case. And we don't want to mention Republic War here either, because that is also a sense for motivation. So these two are outright. So just ask of the affair, because basically what we need to do is we need to bring this out now, so it doesn't hurt our case later on, because we brought it up and not the Sith. So, which they will if we choose to ignore it. So, was it true your husband has an affair with Alassa?
Yes. Yes, it was true. He was having an affair with that Sith harlot.
It seems painfully obvious that he killed her to keep her quiet about the affair.
Be silent. You have already questioned the witness, prosecutor.
He'd been seeing her for some time, I think. But he said he was going to change. He'd gone there that night to end it. We talked the night before and he'd promised. But now things have become so very complicated.
This is very enlightening evidence. It will influence our deliberations considerably. Do you have any more questions, Arbiter? Nope, she's free to go. She's suffered enough, the poor woman. Will you use this opportunity to poll the judges? Yes, sir. I think the Sunry could not have committed a crime.
Perhaps Sunry was not the killer.
How can I make my decisions on what I have yet seen?
I do not believe Sunry is a well-stayed Republic citizen who committed this crime.
I cannot tell yet if Sunry killed Alassa, but I am confident it will be proven. I haven't convinced that guy yet. Does the prosecution have any remaining witnesses to call forth?
I wish to call forth Sunry himself, Your Honors.
Very well.
Are you a war hero, Mr. Sunry? You fought in wars against the Sith Empire, correct?
Yes, that's right. And I don't regret it either. The Republic needs its heroes.
Indeed. Would you say that you dislike the Sith? Even hate them?
Of course I hate them. Trying to take over the galaxy every chance they get, killing millions of innocents?
Pure politics. Were you in Elassa's room on the night of the murder?
Well, yes, I was. I had been having an affair with Elassa on my wife, yes. But I realized how wrong I'd been, and I was going there to end it.
You were having an affair with a Sith. You wanted to end it quickly and quietly, so you killed her from behind and tried to flee.
No,
I think we can see the answer clear enough, Mr. Sunry.
Do not interrupt the accused. In fact, I think you said quite enough already, prosecutor. Do you have any more questions for the accused, Abida? We want to ask how... We don't want to ask about the spy part, because like I said, that mentions bias. So we want to mention how she could have gotten a hold of his metal, so that it could have been planted by KotOR in the first place.
I don't know. The medal had gone missing some time ago. I never found out what happened to it. It's possible the Sith had stolen it and had it planted on the body.
Supposition, Your Honors?
True, but it does have merit and deserves consideration. Is there anything else you wish to ask the accused? You're going to end the affair. Would the Sith object?
Yes, I think they would. They wouldn't want to lose one of their sources, even though I didn't give them anything. They might have killed her for her failure. Or they might have thought she'd turn against them or something like that.
The Sith Empire is not the barbaric institution you portray it to be.
Be silent, prosecutor. This is a valuable point. That lends some credence to your defense, Arbiter. Is there anything else you wish to ask the accused? I don't think we want to ask her about that. No. Just making sure on my notes. Okay, we're good. Will you use this opportunity to pull the judges? Sure, why not? We're doing good. You think the Sunry could not have committed the crime? Sunry perhaps was not the killer. I cannot make my decision on what is yet seen. I do not believe Sunry, a well-studied recluse, committed the crime. I cannot tell if Sunry killed Elassa, but I can't be proven. Man, we just can't get that one guy. The witnesses have all been called forward and questioned by both prosecutor and defense. The prosecution will now present in closing its summary of the pertinent facts of this case.
I think the facts in this case are very straightforward. Sunry was having an affair with Elassa. He sought to end it, and the simplest, quickest method, given his hatred of the Sith, was to simply kill her. Witnesses saw Sunry fleeing the scene, and material evidence places him there at the time of the murder as well. I am confident that any informed observation of the facts will lead the judges, Your Honors, to this very conclusion.
Indeed. In your closing statements, Arbiter? Alright, basically how we wanted this is don't mention he's a cripple, don't mention the Sith are evil because that's bias. Sith is a cripple also mentions bias. And we don't need to mention she was a spy because that's also bias. So we wanted to do what we actually need to do, we need to mention that no one actually saw the physical crime occur and he was going to end the affair. And that's pretty much it. That's all we want to do. Alright, no one actually witnessed the murder. True.
Well, that doesn't mean a thing. He was there, running from the room.
If you speak out of turn again, you will be forcibly ejected from the court. Albert speaks a valid fact. Is there anything else you'd like to make? And Sunry was ending the affair, so the Sith killed her.
The Sith would not leave the medal of her killer clutched in her hand.
Your time for arguments has passed, and you do well to remember that. The Arbiter's argument does bring up a valid point. Is there anything else you have to state? And that's it. If we've done everything correct, we should get Sunry off for his deed, no matter how dirty we feel. My arguments are complete. Then the court will now deliberate amongst ourselves. This court hereby finds Sunry innocent of the murder of the Sith Elassa. In addition, this court finds the Sith Empire guilty of conspiracy and obstruction of justice.
Your Honors, no!
Silence! The Sith Empire is hereby forced to subsidize a portion of Republic purchases on Manon for a period of the next Zol year. The verdict has been delivered, and this trial is now over.
Oh, Sunry, I'm so glad.
Elora, thank you for saving me. I don't know how I can repay you. Elora and I are going to leave here and get as far away from all this as soon as we can. I and the Republic will not forget what you've done for us. Thank you.
Well, I guess it's all a happy ending. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Like I said, you don't get dark side points for getting him off despite everything you've heard, so take with that as a role-playing feel as you can. So, alright, now that we've got Sunry off for his dirty deed, perhaps we've done a good thing, perhaps not. The only thing we know in this case is justice was probably not really sown in the grand scheme of things, so oh well, take with it what you will. So, alright, saved it there. So let's talk to Jolie and see if he has any information about it, because he didn't say anything at the end of the trial. So,
got something on your mind, dude?
oh, this is gonna be awkward if I'm gonna be talking about this from behind him. God, this game, like I said, it's a great game. It has like weird little glitches in it. So, what do you think of Sunry's verdict?
Innocent. I don't know what to make of it, to tell the truth. Do you think justice has been done?
Truly? I don't know. The Sith probably would have killed Alasa or Sunry at some point anyway, but the thing is, intent does not mean actually doing, so, nah, not really.
But that has little to do with the law, doesn't it? A sad state of affairs, that. Too bad, really. Sunry was a good man once. I don't want to talk about this anymore. My jaw aches.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Hey, there's... oh, that's just a random card. Okay, so now, before... we're getting close to actually going back into the actual, the actual story for this place. We just need to... let's see, I think I've talked to all the Republic, so I might want to go back to the, yeah, I think I need to go back to the, God, why is my brain shutting off today? I think it's just because I'm slightly tired. I need to go back to the cantina and finish a couple of quests there, and maybe we might do something with the swoop braces. I don't know. So I'm gonna cut the video, and I'll see you right back when I'm back at the cantina. So see y'all in a second. Oh well, you know, I didn't really need to cut much to begin with. I forgot the enclave or whatever was like right nearby. So anyway, let's talk to Nilka. Actually, you know what? Let's see. There was a mercenary in here earlier. That was supposed to be a Mandalorian. You know what? Let's see what happens if we bring Canderous. You know, I feel bad that I haven't been using Canderous too much. He's not a bad character. It's just there's other party members that are clearly superior in terms of builds because of it's because of how Canderous is built. It just makes him weaker than like Karth. Karth is clearly the superior build. Anyway, let's see if Canderous has anything to mention to this dude.
Canderous. I haven't seen you since the Republic broke our ranks at the Battle of Malachor.
Ergeron, I see you've got some new guns to add to your collection. Times must have been profitable for you since the war.
Very profitable. When the Republic defeated our fleets, I learned a valuable lesson. It's far better to be a freelance mercenary in a war than to be a soldier for the losing side. If you're here to offer me a job, I'm not interested right now. I got so many offers I can't keep up as it is. Maybe that Iridorian skullslacker at the bar, or the Ajani nerf herder cowering in the corner is available.
Okay, well, I was basically just seeing if Canderous had anything to say. So it's nice to give my other side characters some random dialogue, you know,
So
when you
why
can
you
help
telling
it.
me? If you're going good.
Okay, well, I just thought I'd show that off. So, all right, let's switch back to Jolie and HK. Seth, I mean, I do feel bad that I haven't been going to Dark Path with HKs, because HK has a lot more comedic responses if you are actually dark side, because that goes into his idea of what he likes to do. But it is almost funny not giving him what he wants to, because he's like, "Oh, master," you know, like he kind of complains.
In
Have news for me, human? Have you discovered why the Republic is hiring mercenaries? Oh, that's right. I still need to go ask the, whoops. I forgot I hadn't actually, because, right, we need to ask the, oh, let's see. I think I need to go to the actual Republic base and ask someone about that if I remember correctly. Let's see, because I talked to all the mercenaries off screen before. I think so, just making sure I didn't miss anyone. Because I asked the Erdorian, asked this one. I asked him. I'm trying to remember if there's any... did I talk to Chani? I think I did.
You hiring for the Republic or the Sith?
Neither.
Then why are you wasting my time? There's big money to be made here. I can't risk missing a job offer because I'm yapping with you.
I don't remember if I had talked to them in the first place. I think I did. I just... it's one of those things you kind of forget after a while, so... okay. Well, let's get the reward for saving the children, at least. Human, you've returned! Have you information from me? Have you discovered the fate of the missing Selkath youth? Have you news of my daughter, Shasa? I have information for you, Shayless. Excellent! You have done well! What have you learned? The Jedi are training the Selkath youth in the ways of the Dark Jedi. A few credits could refresh my memory. Yes, this makes sense. It is a wonder I do not see this before. Manan's greatest strength is our neutrality. If Malik brainwashes our youth and indoctrinates them in the ways of the Sith, he will have a strong following among Selkath people, strong enough to seize control of Manan and our culto. My daughter Shasa, she too has been indoctrinated into the Sith camp. I've convinced your daughter... oh, that was a girl we were talking to. Whoops, I voiced it like a dude. Yeah, it doesn't matter. They probably all sound the same anyway. Ooh, that's a bit racist, isn't it? Womp, womp, womp. Convince your daughter to turn back. I mean, you could be a dick and lie to him, but there's really no reason to. I've convinced your daughter to turn her back on the Sith ways, because we did. Human, if you speak the truth, I am forever in your debt, and yet my joy is tempered by the knowledge that the Sith will still walk away freely about Manan. Hopefully the testimony of my daughter will be enough proof of their actions to make the Auto City authorities take action. I hope so. You've done much for me, human. Here are the credits I promised you. Only wish I had more to give. Then if you want some light side points, you could give back the credits. It's basically a case of you get some light side points for doing the quest, but you get a bit more money for taking it. You get more and no credits. And I don't think you get dark side points, it's just a dick response to it. So I'll be true light in this case. Keep her credits, Shayless. A Jedi has no need of such rewards. And by the way, there are ways to grind for money. It just takes a little while, that's all. You refuse my reward? Truly, you humans are a noble breed. Perhaps my species has underestimated your kind.
Statement. Oh, Master, I'm so very disappointed in you.
Hey, kid. That was a good thing you did there. Almost brought a tear to this old man's eye.
Yeah. Please excuse me now, human. I must go speak to the Manan authorities and have the Sith plot and what they have done to my beloved daughter. Alright, yeah, we get some experience and light side points. Yeah, see, HK's like disappointed in us because we didn't take the money. Although I'm kind of surprised he even cares about money, really, when you think about it. Okay. So I think... you know what? I think it might be a good time to end the episode just slightly earlier today, because we got quite a bit out of the way. We got a man off free for a crime he did commit, perhaps in the heat of passion, perhaps whatever. Do we feel good about that? It's hard to say when it comes to Jedi. If we were Dark Jedi, it wouldn't matter either way. But Sunry's there with his wife. They reconciled. Jolie still has a friend, despite him not being the same thing. And we've gotten the rewards for our youth. Some light side points and a job well done. HK's like, oh, Master, you're so pitiful. What's that, HK? Nothing, meatbag. What's that? Nothing, Master. So, in the next episode of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, we'll conclude some mini side quests and then turn back in the droid information to the Republic and head our way towards the star map. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode. And may the Force be with you.